Hello friends, this is Satvinder Bhatia from Sukhmani Immigration Services, Brampton, Canada. I'm a regulated and licensed Canadian immigration consultant. Today I'll be sharing with you breaking news. This is the latest new policy which has been announced or implemented yesterday. So all this information I'll be sharing with you, but before that, very small request. If you are new to the channel and have not subscribed yet, please do consider subscribing. We talk a lot about Canadian immigration, news, update, tips, tricks on this channel. If you like the video, please share it with your family and friends so that they can also benefit. Please press the bell icon so this video comes to you immediately when we upload. Without further delay, let's move on to the latest new policy which has been announced and implemented. So now, this is actually not a new policy. Let me tell you, this policy is old. It was at the COVID time, but extension was provided by the earlier minister, Mark Miller. So Mark Miller actually signed off this policy on 4th March 2025. So this new policy, which is going to be on the work permit, and what type of work permit it is, this is employer specific work permit. Now, let me take you quickly to the government page. Here is the government page, temporary policy to exempt foreign nationals in Canada on certain requirements when changing employment. I'll explain you so you can understand this better. Now, before you understand what this policy is, you need to understand what is a closed work permit. A closed work permit is an employer specific work permit, and the person who gets this closed work permit is authorized only to work for a named employer. The employer name is written on the work permit, and the location is also written, and the occupation is also written. So he cannot change the employer, he cannot change the location, he cannot change the occupation. So these three things are fixed, do not change in closed work permit or employer specific work permit. Now, the policy, the temporary policy which is implemented from yesterday, which is 28th of May, the public policy allows early employment to start for closed work permit holders. Now, this policy is signed under the IRCC section 25.2, and March 4th, 2025, Mark Miller, earlier immigration minister Mark Miller, signed on this policy, but implementation takes 12 weeks. So implemented effective on May 28th, which was yesterday. So here, and to help you understand further, open work permit, those of you who are on open work permit, who have studied from here, so they get open work permit. Open work permit basically allows you to work for any employer, any location, anywhere in Canada, and any kind of job. So that's open work permit. Now the problem, as I said, with a closed work permit is only one employer, one location, one occupation. Now, if someone gets the employer specific work permit, the policy, why this new policy matters. So this basically offers flexibility, and flexibility in the sense for workers who are in different situations. So you know that in today's world, many employers do sell their businesses. It is very much common. They sell their businesses, or shut down one particular location. So that's pretty much common. And of course, because of the global recession also, layoffs are very much common, which can happen. So due to employers selling a business, or layoffs happening, or you find a better job opportunity, you are here in Canada, you initially took an employer specific work permit, but later you found a better job, and the other employer is also ready to give you the LMIA. So a better job which aligns with you in a much better way with your background. So you want to take it. The other employer is ready to offer you the job and the LMIA. But the main challenge is You get a LMIA, you apply for the LMIA, you get the new job, but you cannot work on the new job. Why? Because in today's situation, the LMIA based work permit is taking 8 months to 10 months. 8 to 10 months is very common. 6 to 10, anywhere between 6 to 10. So that means the person is just sitting there. What he can't work, that is what is happening. That is why this policy came into implementation. That, okay, you found a better job, or employer selling a business, or there is a layoff and you want to move to other location or whatever. So you can start much earlier. You don't have to wait for 6 and 8 months and remain unemployed. That is the basically, and it's a very good policy. I appreciate definitely IRCC for doing this. So this is the reason behind the new policy. Now, the policy allows, what the policy allows, it allows you to change the employer. So you can move on to another employer, and you can work before the work permit is actually issued to you. Now, interim approval. Let me tell you, this is something similar to the interim approval you get for PGWP. So you apply PGWP, postgraduate work permit, and you submit, and you get a interim approval. Effective this date, you can work 40 hours. That's something like that. You get interim approval. So you get an interim approval and you start working. So there is no long delay of 6 to 8 months. That's now, who is eligible for this? So there are certain criteria, and the criteria is you must be in Canada, which is very, very important. It is not for somebody who is planning to come on a new LMIA based work permit from their home country. No, not for them. Who is inside Canada, must be in Canada and holding a temporary resident status. So the third point which is there is that you have submitted the new work permit application and you have been previously authorized, plus you have a valid job offer from the new employer. So these are the points which determine the eligibility. Now, who is covered? Now, covered LMIA, any type of LMIA based work permit, any type of LMIA based work permit, or even certain LMIA exempt permits like ICT, intra-company transfer. They are LMIA exempt. Even in case of Francophone also, they are also LMIA exempt. They are LMIA exempt, but employer specific. So any of the employer specific work permit which is there can be utilized this, can utilize this. Now, how to apply this exemption? I see like there are so many bloggers who know nothing about all this, and they are just, either they are telling you the half the story. The most important part of this entire discussion is how to apply. So how to apply is that you have to raise a web form, right? Submit an online request, raising a web form. You need to tell the job offer details, your work permit application number that you have applied, and the statement requesting the exemption or interim authorization. So this is how it works. So more details are yet to come, but these are the initial details which are there. But this is how it's going to come. And when you get an email approval, or the email or your approval within your system, once you get that approval, you can start working. So that's great, excellent news. So again, if you need to discuss your case with us, more than welcome. You can book an appointment. An appointment you can do one-on-one. If you want to do that, come to my office, or if you want to do on the phone, or you want to come, you can also do it on the web. So if you want to come to my office right here, one-on-one appointment, you can. My office is located in Brampton. Address, email ID, phone number, everything is shared right here with you. Very important. If you have still not subscribed to the channel, please do consider subscribing. Thank you very much for watching the video. Thanks.